need to have a way that I can see stream. Because I can't respond to chat very well. Hold on. I can grab my phone. Ah. Okay, let me open stream so I can actually view. We'll get there, I promise. Hopefully. That's not the correct stream. Shit. There we go. Alright, cool. Now I can actually see stream. That's awesome.
Make sure you mute it.
Oh, I'll just turn the audio down on my phone. There we go. Alright, we'll set my phone over here so I can see it next to the microphone. Now, unfortunately speaking, this pot sounds like a jet engine. So hearing me is going to be a little bit on the tight side when I'm actually smelting. But prior to that, we should be good. First things first I have to do is I have to make the mold, which involves this piece. So this item here...
I don't think anybody's in yet.
Is the I'll remember it. I haven't had enough of my coffee today. This is a fender badge for a Chevelle. I need to recreate this for the other side, but in taking this off, all of the sprues snapped, but one. So I need to make 2 of these now. So I'm hoping this works. I've never successfully casted anything, so we're going to be doing this together. I was going to do this last night, but it got too dark.
Testing my audio as well, making sure that I can be heard. Hello everybody, I am also joining in on stream today. Seeing if anything actually happened. Alright, excellent. It seems like I am good. Am I too loud? And or are you too quiet?
I'm probably too quiet. Oh. You know, I wish I'd have seen that before I cut this. There's a Ziploc. Oops. Well, oh well. Too late.
You'll need to adjust the screen of it up a little more, honey.
Up? I can only tilt the camera at this point.
Yeah, just a little bit. That'll be good. Everybody says things sound crisp.
Alright. So this stuff is called green sand. It is for specifically pouring molten metal in. And once again, I've never successfully casted anything, so this is gonna be fun. Because the alternative to replace this part for my car is $119. I really don't want to pay that. I had a friend tell me, oh, it's only $119 and you get both of them. And I'm like, okay. That's a lot of money.
Testing my audio. I turned mine down a little bit because I was a bit loud in comparison to you. Nashu says, nice boots.
Of smelting comes from what I've seen on the internet. I've made many ingots, and I do smelt down cans, so I have the aluminum, but I've never successfully turned it into anything. I've just stockpiled it, hoarded it, if you will.
But yeah, Nashu said, nice boots.
Thank you. I've had them a very long time. I've had these boots since I was in high school. So, to explain what I'm doing, I'm filling up the mold and packing it down so that I can press the model in. I need it to be exactly up at the top here.
Suppose I should introduce myself too, huh?
Yeah, probably should.
Hello everyone, my name is Farley. I also go by Moshpup on Twitter. I am the artist for both my little PNG that you see on the bottom left of the screen, as well as for little kobold Abby. I've been an artist for, I want to say, like 16 years, and yeah. It's nice to finally be heard. I've been his little guide in his ear reading chat to him for the last several streams. And yeah, if you have any questions or anything, or if you're chatting, I will be the one reading them off to him so that he can keep up, because he is away from the screen.
In front of me.
Yeah.
I do it kinda. I brought my phone up, but only barely.
Thank you, Aster. That's very sweet. Worked hard on him. Lore. Yes, Lore. Yeah, if anybody's got any questions or anything, I'm just working on commissions on the side. I, unfortunately, do not have internet that is good enough to stream myself. So it's kind of nice to be able to do it vicariously through the kobold. He would politely eat the avatars because they look cute. Fair. Cute aggression is definitely a thing. Do not vor the PNG, please. Hopefully the sand plays nice today, honey.
We'll see. This is the most tedious part of it because you gotta get it like
Perfectly
in
packed.
perfectly.
Yeah.
You're supposed to put the part in first, but the problem is I can't do that because I need the part's top end to be up here, and it needs to be perfectly level with the piece so that way. Heck, I didn't even check. Does this even fit? Oh, just barely.
Yeah, I think we tried that before, and it was okay.
Well, we tried it with the other one. This is not my
Right.
first attempt at doing this. It is with this particular piece. But, funny story, it's not worked in the past.
That's why you try again. Yeah, if anybody's got any questions or anything, feel free to ask. I will help with keeping up with chat so that he can focus on
And I will do my
making
best
sure
to
it's as
answer
good as
questions that
possible.
I know. I'm not very knowledgeable when it comes to metal casting, because, again, never successfully done it. But I have done this for a while. I watched a very old King of Random video on how to make a charcoal furnace, God, 10 years ago?
And a handmade
8 years
kiln.
ago? However long ago that video was. And it kind of sparked my interest to casting aluminum. Plus, I like melting cans. It's fun to watch them disappear.
Just kind of melt away. Oh, now she says they miss the King of Random.
Yeah. He hasn't been around in a long time. They tried to replace him with a couple people, but they just didn't
None of them hit the same way.
work. I have a feeling it's gonna kind of be like Matt Pat situation where they're gonna try and replace, or they tried to replace and it's not good. It's kind of hard to replace somebody whose whole being is that channel, and then try and match
Yeah,
that
sure.
energy, essentially.
Next, agrees. It said didn't have the same charm. Well, too, you figure that the initial guy, he had been doing it for so long. That was like his whole thing. He was the channel. And then when he was gone, the next person couldn't really live up to that expectation, especially right away. It's a big set of boots to fill. Especially since there was already such a loyal following for the other guy. He boot too big for he goddamn feet. Juice do they want? No shoes on this version. That's probably why I couldn't remember what they wanted. Because they didn't want
This
it.
barely fits.
But it fits. So that's the important part. Barely is still fitting. Ashu says Grant had an inspiring story that went along with his channel, so when he passed, we didn't really know what the other guy was about.
Wait, he passed away?
Is that why they had to switch him out?
Oh God, I didn't know he died.
Oh no! Oh. You thought they just retired him?
I just thought they retired. Well, now I'm sad.
No. Poor thing. Well, at least he's fondly remembered. Paragliding incident, they think. Oh no! What a way to go, man.
Damn. That sucks.
Man.
This cap is way too big. I need to find a water bottle cap. Give me a sec.
We
Also, drinking some coffee would help.
Coffee is always a good choice. I too am sipping on some coffee, some cold brew. This chest is not in the right position. Pop that. Some stabilizations too.
Darn it.
What?
Well, I guess we'll just use what we have.
Oh, you can't find another
I
cap.
do not have a water bottle cap.
Mm-mm.
Ooh, there's a cap there. Look at that.
Surely you've got to have some kind of cap in the
Oh, that's
garage.
broken.
Would one of those old bottle caps that you have work? I think you might have taken his headphones off. Maybe.
No, they're not. I'm just
Well-
looking around at my options.
Ogie, did you hear what I asked
I
about
did.
the bottle caps?
And I don't think the bottle caps would work.
Okay,
They're too short.
gotcha.
There's nothing in between that, which is why water bottle. But well,
Hey, we don't got no soda around the house, or else you could use that. What about a
well,
cork?
you know what? I would rather it be too big than too small.
It's true. Do I like that, or is that too bottom heavy? That might be too bottom.
So what I'm doing here is I'm powdering the whole thing with. This is baby powder, but it's specifically the cancer kind, talcum powder.
Boy, my favorite flavor.
The reason why I'm doing this, versus just doing it blank, is so that the mold can come apart.
Talcum powder isn't like instant cancer. It's relatively safe to handle as long as you don't have it in contact with any of your interior bits. But yeah, no, it's the not good kind. That's why he's careful with it. And doing it upwind from it. Best visibility. Also, why he's doing it outside.
The reason why you use talcum powder is because it's really a fine powder, and it'll fill in all the cracks too.
Yeah, it makes for a smoother finish on the mold. A more close fit.
Against the model that you want it to be as smooth as possible, super fine, if possible.
My vacuum is wreaking havoc out there. I just keep hearing thunk. I have one of those little robo vacuums that's out on the prowl, and he is hitting on everything he possibly could. I hope he doesn't get stuck. Yeah, he's knocked over my cat's water bowl before. He gets into trouble. He gets stuck under tables sometimes, but other times he doesn't have any issues getting stuck. I don't know what his deal is. He's just a little guy. I think this one is called Sir Sucks-a-Lot, and then we have another one that we used to use, and I think my mom gave that one a stupid name too. But yeah, they're just little guys. He's kind of neat though, because he does the thing where he'll go back to his base when he's full, and he'll like leaf blow all the dust and stuff back into like a little garbage container. Pretty useful. It's kind of funny that we just have little robots in the house.
Future.
Future. Future. Oops, not that fun. I want it to curve. Fix that. Just redraw the leg.
So sand is reusable, FYI. You just have to get it wet. And it'll rehydrate it after you poured molten aluminum in it. It's not hot enough to ruin the sand.
At least with aluminum. If it was something hotter like steel, it probably would.
Oh, steel! I don't have the capability of doing steel. I could maybe do cast iron ingots, but I couldn't get this hot enough to keep the cast hot enough to actually make it into anything.
Got it.
Now, the company that makes this is called a Devil Forge. God, I love them. They make hotter ones. This is a very old one, so they don't even look like this anymore, but they kind of do, but they're shiny and not like painted crap. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's a Ukrainian company.
I can fact check that.
It's either Ukrainian or it might be Czech. You know, it might be Czechoslovakian. I know know it's not Russian.
Lithuanian.
It's Lithuanian? No.
Lithuanian.
I was very wrong.
No, same area. We're Americans, we don't know.
That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
I think it makes sense that not a lot of people are showing up. This is a very early stream point
Yeah,
for
I wasn't
us, which
expecting
means
a lot
it's
of people to
very
show up.
late for everyone else. Don't worry, maybe people will start showing up when we're having the fun fire part in a couple minutes. Gonna smelt down. Now, are you going to re-smelt your ingots, or are you gonna melt down some new cans?
Well, for this, I have some mispours here that I was gonna do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try that first.
Oh, sorry, Aster. It's 1 a.m. for them.
Oh my god! Why are you here?
You can go.
to sleep.
You don't have to stay around. We appreciate you viewing, but also, it's late for you, and we don't want you dying. Please and thank you. If you need to go eat at any point, feel free. He just wanted to see if he could do smelting. It was supposed to be later in the day yesterday, but got sidetracked with car work.
Unfortunately.
Took a lot longer than we thought it would. That's okay. They say usually I stay up until 4 or 5 a.m. So, probably okay. You're like me. You must have insomnia. I feel it. Or just a bad sleep schedule. Could be that as well. Somewhere between the two. Oh yeah, did you show off that you're wearing your little spats today?
I am not wearing my spats today, but I could be.
Oh, it looks like you are. It's just the buckle on the side, huh? Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob.
If I could get my hand under the other side, this would be a lot easier.
What about like a blade of something? Or a straw. Or whatever that is. Stick.
What I'm doing here is I'm trying to make these holes deeper. Gingerly. Now I gotta find a good place to have this come in at. That's really close, so I'm gonna say right there is good for me.
All my drawing today is turning out wonky. Like, my brain is at a 45-degree tilt or something. Everything's tilty. I don't know why. It's okay though, I'll figure it out.
I think that's good enough. Now I need to do a vent, so that way it doesn't explode. Start with this and we'll make it bigger with the chopstick. The important piece is that, which is what shows. So, sure, why not? Let's try that and see if that works. Back is rickety from yesterday. Oh.
How bad are your hands?
All right. Well. Let there be fire.
Yeah, nothing to it but to do it. Alright, sound warning, it might get a bit loud.
It is going to be loud.
I figured giving people a heads up would probably be right.
There's my stick. I did not make this. I 100% acquired this from a previous job.
You gave it freedom. And she says some good white noise.
Hopefully not
As long
too
as you don't
loud.
hate the sound. It kind of sounds like you're in an airplane.
It
Yeah,
definitely
I'd
sounds
agree
like
with
a
that.
jet.
Yeah. I don't hate the sound. I think it's kind of nice. Just a little loud. And I do think it was smart of you to do the balance beforehand.
Oh yeah.
100%.
And that's the main reason why my PNG model is not
Fucking J, yeah.
because
Otherwise, it would just be open
my
mouth
mouth
all
would
the
be
time.
just full open.
Well, you would be screaming.
Well, this is gonna be a fun stream. I just noticed my fingers are gonna get very hot.
Yeah, they are. You want to grab gloves.
Well, oh well.
Oh no, your gloves.
So these are specifically, they're called kiln gloves. They're made of
Fiberglass. fiberglass.
The same stuff that firefighters use. The inside is kale wool and the outside is fiberglass, I think.
You might want to talk a little louder.
I can scream.
You just increase your place of work.
Oh yeah, that's gonna get warm. Lovely. Well, oh well. Maybe I can tuck it in. This isn't gonna. Well, oh well.
Put on another pair of gloves underneath.
It's not gonna help.
You won't know.
You can see it's getting hot.
Yeah.
Well, I don't need gloves to dump stuff in the pot.
No, but move stuff around.
Try not to get it right here. My fingers. Ouch.
You're fine. I know the saying not to introduce so much, well, it's not.
Oh, that's already melted. How hot is this burn? That's way too high. Set that back up a little bit. Once I've got a puddle in the bottom, once I've got a puddle of aluminum in the bottom of it, I can go get cans and start filling cans into it.
Yeah, if you, when you come to talk, if you talk a little closer to the mic, it'll pick up a lot better.
I can touch the microphone with my face. That's how close
I know.
am.
That's good. You're good. Where are your 787 or Z87s? Where's that? Oh, protecting goggles.
Yeah. I'm totally wearing those.
He doesn't have it for the camera. If that's what the concern is.
Where do I
Well,
hear
he's not
boss
doing it
music?
at a business. OSHA can't get personal use.
Why do I hear boss music?
But yeah, I guess you can read chat from close up here, huh?
Yes, I have it on my phone. Even out here, the camera glitches.
Yeah.
And I think it's just far enough away where you can see the flame coming out of the top of the pot.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Oh. Well, you can't see what I'm seeing, but I'm seeing the hinge is getting red hot.
That's not good.
Oh,
Maybe turn it down.
this old pot's getting to its end cycle. All that's gonna happen is the hinge is gonna fall off. I can still use the pot. I don't touch it. I use a hook. The important thing is the kale wool on the inside. Like a furnace.
Well, as a little adjustment here, honey, while you've got some time while it's smelting, if you want to crop in the camera a little more on the right side, just so that when you're reaching over, it's not as much.
Oh, I cannot. My hands are filthy right now because of the sand.
Okay. But yeah, we can definitely see the flame. That's cool. It's like a little jet engine coming out the top. And I do see the hinge being red.
Oh yeah, it's starting to creep around the corner. I'm sure that's fine. It's not like I've used this pot for the last 8 years to melt down.
Hasn't been 8. Has been like 5. Because I remember when you got it.
Has it been? It's only been 5 years.
Yeah.
No.
Because my oldest was.
Because I got this thing.
About 5 when you got it. Yeah. Because before that, you were using your handmade one.
No, you're right. It was right after my dad died. That's when I started 3D printing and stuff.
Yep.
Feels like it's been longer.
I know. Well, COVID didn't help with that. Corvids did not help with that. The Raven attacks of the early 20s weren't great.
Yeah. Bird flu.
Oh, they flew all right.
I wonder if it's melted by now.
I will smelt you.
You know what's ironic? I'm working with really hot stuff, and my coffee's ice cold.
Mine is too, but I chose mine to be that way.
I did not. It was warm.
Battle of Wounded Tree. Very true. All the Corvids. All the Corvids. Battle of Wounded Tree. At our age, it's more like Battle of Wounded Knee. Just anytime you lean down, kneel down.
Fart. Battle of wounded knees or something.
I know it is. I know. I'm just saying I can relate to the name. I know Battle of Wounded Knee is the correct name.
Oh yeah, flames
Battle
getting
of
higher.
Jack. Is that better?
Burn, baby, burn. I'm sure.
More to a white flame on the inside.
I'm just warming my coffee up. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
You know, ironically, that actually worked.
Yeah. Of course it did. You've got like a 700 degrees? 1700 degrees? I don't know how hot it is.
19.
1900 degrees.
It wasn't 23. It was that brass
Yeah.
button.
You're at an oven. So yeah, it makes sense. Well, that one went up. What happened? Turn it up? Oh. I heard it put it down before I saw it. White hot. Toast all right. You know, I hope this doesn't. I hope this doesn't burn the lens of your camera.
Oh, I hope it doesn't either. Because then I'll need to buy another cheap $20 camera.
That will also glitch. You know, why don't you use those little tongs to get that in?
Because I don't have any tools that'll go that far in. That other pair over there is a skimming tool. Oh, crap. Well. Professional.
Doing well, how about you? You're speaking Brazil. I don't get like I can't translate.
Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Deutsch.
Alles bitte verstehen.
Ja, hablo español. Like a gringo. Still. Working warehouse, you pick up some languages. Not German. That's my choice. Okay, well, I'm sure that'll disappear in a moment.
Estamos yendo bien. ¿Cómo va?
There, see, it's gone.
Hello, Abby. Thank you for popping in. I understand you gotta take a breath. I hope that
Hello, I apologize for the loudness.
welcome to the jet stream. But thank you for popping in. It's good to see you. I hope you enjoy your grass touching today. We're almost touching grass. We're next to it. It's touching.
Soda can time.
So, here's my brands in the. Debbie says, stay safe and don't burn the grass.
I cannot make that promise.
You got a hose nearby, though. Oh, hey, we can actually hear it more better.
Yeah, I need to turn it down when it's open when I'm putting cans in. Otherwise, they'll explode.
An explosion is not great, especially when dealing with molten metal. I think you'll be at less risk of face showing if you stand on the left side of the camera, honey. I don't know if that'll put you down into the fire, though. Yeah, that propane tank is what's powering the fire. It's far enough away that it won't spark. There shouldn't be any issues to it, but it's got to have it nearby so that we can actually.
Oh, actually, no, that propane tank's completely empty. There's a hole in the bottom of it.
Oh, well, there you go. No
The
propane, in
propane
that
tank
tank.
that powers it's way over there. How am I gonna do this? Okay. So you're telling me if I put the chair over there, well, then you wouldn't be able to hear me.
I can still hear you.
But if I'm over there. If I'm here, can you hear me?
Yeah, actually, quite a bit.
Am I in frame?
No. Or
Okay.
at least, hold on. We want to double check. I have to wait until it shows up on the screen.
Because I can set this right here and I can throw cans in.
Nope, you're good. I don't
Cool.
know. Safe kobold is a happy kobold. Very true, Nashu. Unless you're this kobold, and then he likes to push the limits.
Danger zone! Oh.
Oh, poor thing. Been on the ground so much yesterday while working on car stuff and sanding is a bit much.
Forgive me, I'm gonna eat. I have not eaten in Fortnite.
Pretty sure most people haven't eaten in Fortnite. A fortnight means a week.
That was the joke.
I know. And they were saying they didn't remember what fortnight itself meant.
Oh.
It has like a term.
Yeah, currently cannot see stream. Too close to fire.
Okay, I'd rather you focus on fire and not on the stream, because I don't want you catching your jeans on fire.
Nah. It's not like they're covered in flammable paint dust or anything.
Yeah, right? Be careful. Kick your butt if you aren't.
I won't have a blood if I are.
Well, then I guess my people missed. Yeah, for breakfast.
Yep, not trying to have a mukbang. I'm just trying to consume quickly.
I'm dry roasted.
It's fun to sit around the forge.
Like a campfire, just extra danger.
And it's gone. What's really cool about this medium is you get the idea of how to forge actual, like, ore, because the paint and the plastic that's on soda cans is about the same amount that you would have to pull out in slag if you were melting actual ore. A lot of people I've seen that do this will talk about how it's not worth melting, but on the counterpoint, it's free. So I'm all for it. These gloves. What's left of them? I need that brick.
We're doing IRL smelting today. No more Minecraft. Just read again. I don't know if this is good for like brand sponsorship potential, but I mean,
Listen, if I could get sponsored by Coca-Cola, I would. I would absolutely commit to that addiction again.
hi Lois, welcome in. I am actually up today. It's me, Farley. Wow.
This is a hobby that you can't like having hair on your hands.
Or arms. Or legs.
Or arms, or face. Basically, if you want to be Agent 47, smelt
Great
metal.
hot. Yeah. Melt the Coke can. Yeah, we're gonna melt all
I will
the
also
cans.
take Sparks root beer as a sponsorship.
Won't spare you from the forge, but it'll be nice to have some extra cans to throw in for free.
Alternatively, Shasta.
I don't think Shasta Cola is even around anymore.
Yes, it is. It's a California company.
What about Reed? They don't have enough metal for us to use. And we're not melting down phones. Batteries are bad for the forge.
That's gonna smell real good.
Yeah. The fun thing about smelting down
Actually,
soda cans...
that does smell good. Peach mango, Angry Orchard. Smells like an orange orchard on fire.
You should know that quite well.
Yep.
Oh boy. But yeah, the fun thing about smelting down cans like this is you'll get fun colors in the flames from all the dyes and stuff that they put on the cans themselves.
Monster cans glow green for some reason.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
Like
it's a
a-
monster can.
Yeah, it's like a portal. It'll go and it's green. I've also seen some purple ones and some green ones. There's all kinds of different colors. Let's see if it'll do it. Or if we can catch it on camera.
It's got a green hint to it, but I don't think it's gonna... I would show the pod itself, the inside of the pod, but it will melt the camera.
Yeah. We're not trying
This
to do
is,
that.
I don't know this one. Hi-Fi energy drink. Grapple flavor.
Grapple.
Grapple.
Vape it
Whoa!
out.
That one's
Whoa.
angry.
That one is angry.
That one is angry.
It did not... The energy didn't want to go. There must have still been some moisture in the bottom of it. Yeah, it was nice.
Beepus. I could throw a horseshoe in there. I got a whole bunch of them. I have a farrier friend who gives me all the old aluminum.
As you also used to do that. Oh, shoot.
Making horseshoes is easy. Like,
Hands are a little bit more efficient than he was. Potentially. Maybe not anymore. I don't know how much soda is. Nashi says, did you collect these yourself or do you go to a recycling plant?
so, a lot of these are old. I've had these from previous jobs. I've got like 3 of these big garbage cans worth. I've technically collected them myself, but I didn't drink them all. I don't know what some of these are. Bubbly, I've never heard of. The Coca-Cola
Like a
ones are
flavored
most
water.
certainly mine.
Yeah. Bubbly is
Or
like
RC
a flavored
RC
water
Cola.
with bottom.
If I could, if RC Cola is that's my go-to, but I will also accept Coca-Cola. It is a good second. And I have a friend who drinks bar Dark root beer. So I got a bunch of those in here too.
Now she's excited about RC.
I love RC Cola, it's so good. Yeah, you might see flash events. That's flashing of the liquid inside the cans.
Exciting.
You're supposed to crush these. I like the flash event. I think it's cool.
RC Cola is pretty underrated, yeah. I don't drink much soda. I drink coffee and tea and water. Boring.
Speaking of raw,
Flash events
okay.
are fine.
That had sugar in it. I thought LaCroix was just water.
I mean, it's got very limited flavoring. They don't taste like they have anything in them, but I'm guessing they probably have some stuff in them. To me, LaCroix tastes like...
Aranciata. I'm assuming orange Pellegrino.
LaCroix to me tastes like somebody let a fruit fart in the next room, and then they kind of wafted it by it.
That one's no good.
It's the orange oil.
I'm sure this is cancerous. I'm melting plastics. Good not be.
Energy drinks are your favorite.
Limonada.
Have you ever smelted a Red Bull can, honey? Do they smell like sweet tarts?
Well, I can find out. I'm sure I have some. Oh.
Yummy cancer.
Well, I got a V8. Pomegranate blueberry. How about that one?
Doesn't sound too bad.
We got it right here. Apple, 100% vegetable juice. Oh, it's an actual, like a proper V8. Let's do that one. Burning tomatoes.
Like a pizzeria for a half second. Or a bad night at a bar.
It smells like nothing.
Okay.
Keep in mind, I'm also downwind, or I'm sorry, upwind, so I don't
Upwind.
have to smell it.
Yeah, which is good because that means the chemicals coming off of it also aren't coming to you. Which should hopefully mean less cancer. When you are dealing with talc, which is literally cancer causing in
Yeah, but
specific.
I'm setting it on fire.
Yeah.
How about Bud Light?
But
The smell what Middle America smells like.
smelt
Oh,
responsibly.
that's bad.
Yeah, hops
Oh.
aren't good when they're heated up.
That smells like regret. Okay, counterpoint. What does Stella Artois smell like? Mildly better, but still bad.
Yeah, it's the hops. Ooh, flashbang.
I swear I'm looking for a Red Bull. I know I've got it.
Because Red Bull to me always tastes like Smarties.
This is
Or
not
like
aluminum.
Uh-oh. What is it?
Gina.
No, but I'm saying what metal do you think?
It's definitely a steel can.
That's cool. Set that one off to the side. You can't melt it.
I think the top might be aluminum.
Set it off, it's a cool can.
Alright, I'm gonna melt the top. Ah, here we go, Red Bull. I knew I had one in there. burning green. No, it did for a second. Now it's back to regular. You know what? It just smells like burning sugar. Doesn't smell like sweet tarts.
Green fire. Any boron-containing compound emit green flame.
Or copper, which could be in the paint.
It could be.
All right. This is all the garbage that comes off the cans. This is called slag.
It could be the taurine. Yeah, this is all like the scum off the top that was at one point plastics or paint that couldn't get melted down, or just all the stuff that you don't need out of the aluminum. It's not actual aluminum.
You can remelt this and get more out of it. I don't,
But it's
because
such a small amount.
it's not worth it.
Unless you had like 700 pounds of it, ain't worth it. How's your hand doing, honey?
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay. Just making sure with that glove.
Surprisingly, still working.
Good. I was gonna say, worst comes to it, grab another set of gloves for underneath, just in case. Yeah, how's everybody's day going? Everybody doing anything fun? Having a good time? What kind of homework? Just like generalized homework, I assume. Probably got a couple different things going.
What is this? Zero sugar. XS energy drink. Tropical blast.
Oh, interesting. Math homework. Oh, rough stuff. Hopefully it's not too bad.
That's
New math
burning
is
blue.
tough. It glowed blue.
Is there
I guess it gave you a bit of a
cobalt in
tropical
that?
blast.
Imagine this is what the Titanic would look like if it sank into lava. What?
That just caught me off guard. That's funny. I mean, you're probably not wrong. Oh,
Yeah, back in there.
you know you suck at drawing, Ash. I'm sure you're doing fine. I'd enjoy seeing what it looks like. Whoa, that one shot out. Must have built up a little too much. This is a fighter, as you said. It's alive! Oh no!
What interesting. What are you?
It doesn't happen too often, does it?
Villager Front Point.
Is it a beer? IPA?
San Francisco style IPA.
Yeah, thought so. IPAs normally have wacky names.
I'm melting the villagers.
Yeah, I don't like IPAs either. They're always a little too hoppy for my taste. They're like too pale. I like stouts, especially like a chocolatey stout. Just some other more dark ones.
Ginger ale, go!
Yeah, is it very common that you have them jump out like that Pepsi can? I don't think so.
Yeah, it is pretty common. Normally, I'll have the tongs sitting on top of it, but my hands were a little warm, so I took it away. If there's a flash event in the can, it'll blow the top of the can off.
Metal. I guess I thought saying that there was soda cans would get eaten.
That might just be water.
What's your favorite soda, Plingus? We can probably melt down a can for you.
Probably have it.
Most likely.
Just don't say Manzanita Soul because I don't have any of them.
They don't come in cans. They only come in bottles.
They don't come in cans?
No. That's why it's hard to find them.
You can get Warritos in a can.
Yeah, but you can't get Manzanita Soul. Red cream or root beer. You got root beer.
Root beer, no!
Root beer.
Just root beer,
Beer. It's root beer.
Oh, I got Dr. Pepper. Oh, I got a rock star. Oh.
You got a rock star?
I'm sure I got a root beer in here. That is not a meltable can. That is a horrible drink.
What is it?
Buzzball.
Ugh. Yeah, no, you can't melt that one.
Why do I have multiple of these? I don't drink these. What is this?
Yeah, he's got a giant trash can full of them, Plingus. We got many types of cans. We got rock stars, Pepsis, ginger ales, colas of all
China
shapes and
Rose
sizes.
Herbal Kombucha.
Oh no, that's gonna smell
That's gonna
so
smell
bad.
wonderful.
Yeah, let's do that one.
Oh
Why
my
not?
god. Did, that was new. Oh my god. Oh, it's stinky.
Uh-oh.
What is
man.
happening?
That's crazy. It went out in layers. What the heck?
That
Wow.
doesn't normally happen.
That kombucha, man, it was fighting. What the heck?
Now it smells like a ghost. Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this is black on black. I don't know, some kind of energy drink.
I want to see what the Rockstar can does. Probably the same thing that every other can does. Just melt.
Well, they all melt. Oh god, that one left like. You see, I don't know if you can see the
Whoa.
green. That left like a lime deposit in the kombucha.
Interesting.
Like a limestone deposit.
This stuff's fascinating. It's probably just like calcified mother, because that's what kombucha is. It's just mother, which is like a SCOBY. SCOBY is the word that I was thinking. I do see a bit of the green ring, but yeah, SCOBY is like a big commingling of bacteria that forms on the top of like fermented juices.
Gross.
Yeah, and they ferment the SCOBY to make kombucha, and it's not the greatest. Wouldn't recommend, honestly. Ricky Broski had it right. No. prongs aren't stuck together, are they?
No, this is a tool that I've made myself.
Oh.
So there is what's left of a fork, a tent stake wrapped around a pair of really long needle nose pliers.
Gotcha.
So the fork is replaceable. When there is nothing left of the fork, I can take the tent stake off and put another fork in, or spoon, or utensil.
Whatever utensil.
Because steel doesn't melt at the same temperature as aluminum, so you can scrape aluminum slag with steel.
Gotcha. Throw that Rockstar cannon. I want to see it.
I'm trying to clean the slag first, and then I will do that. That is the first can that's going in the hot sun.
Like it says, it's effective, I guess. Yep. Because otherwise, if you did a utensil that melted at a similar temperature, it would just melt away. You have to be able to get the slag off, which is all the gunk and stuff that is left over from the cans that's not actually metal. And you throw that off to the side because it's not good for casting, because we are also going to cast later. It's expanding.
I'm still looking for a oh, mini spray can.
Preferably don't do that one.
What, the mini?
Look, I'm gonna get you.
Why not?
Oh, Sprite. I thought you said spray can, like spray paint.
Oh,
And I was
no.
gonna be like, don't do that.
I can't pronounce the words on this can. I
Try.
think it's in Swedish. Why do I have a Swedish can? Who knows? I don't even know what that was.
It was soda, maybe.
I don't read Swedish. Oh, Rockstar Recovery. Ooh.
Listener speaks some Swedish. So does Migu.
Well, it's
Migu
too
is
late.
Swedish.
The can has been turned to metal.
He has been forged to the gods. That Rockstar decided it wanted to spit back at you. How dare you try to smelt me?
Well, that's... There we go.
That's kind of a funny idea.
What?
Smelting down a bunch of Coke cans and casting it into a Pepsi Man statue.
That'd be a funny video, I'm not gonna lie. Why do I have a lot of these lovely. I don't even know what. Ah, another buzzball.
Oops.
Can I get this?
Buzzballs are nasty.
Okay, you can melt now.
That can's putting up a fight. It did want to go. I wonder if it has an alloy instead of just a normal. It's also catching on fire a lot more. Thanks.
Are you having a thermal event? Do I need to? Yep, I need to close the torch.
Uh-oh. Thermal event. Wee-woo, wee-woo. Thermal event. I agree, Monster Rehab is a nutty name. Wee-woo, wee-woo, thermal event. Gotta close the cage. Just means the fire's spiking up too much, so we gotta suffocate it out a little bit. It'll burn itself out eventually. It didn't like that monster can or whatever the heck you put in it. I think that one that wouldn't melt was causing an issue. Yeah, it figured it out, though. At least you're to the point in doing this kind of stuff where you know that you're supposed to cover it when you have thermal events.
I mean, what's it gonna catch on fire? The forge? It's already on fire.
Your yard.
The concrete?
The weeds. Or the tire. Tire's burned. That plastic that the sand is in. Your pants. Your wooden shed. You're far enough away from the shed.
Made of wood. It's made of plastic. This was cheap.
Yeah, burning tires are gross smelling. I agree. There goes a Mountain Dew. Goodbye, gamers.
Fanta.
Don't you want a Fanta? No.
The forge is hungry for Fanta.
Fantastic. I have moving stuck in my head now. No.
No, we're just doing something
They do have so many flavors of Mountain Dew now. I remember when it was just the green.
And Baja Blast was rare.
Yeah. Sarlacc pit, but fire. Very true, Plingus. Willow says, we don't have Mountain Dew here. That's probably good. It has been known to cause infertility in men, specifically. There's probably a very good reason. Ooh, that Stella really got the fire going.
What? You? Nos! Nos!
Yeah, for real.
Let's see what a
It's not
NOS
good for gamers.
What does a NOS energy drink burn like?
Oh,
It's upsetting.
it did not want to burn.
It
It
doesn't
will.
want to go.
It's true. Where is the blow high blast? Big mood there. No shark boy.
Alright, little Dr. Peeper.
Dr. Peeper. Blow high just makes me think of those little gummy sharks. Or I guess they were gummy dolphins? I don't know, depending on what gas station you went to, with the little blue guys. Blue and white gummies. My dad used to use those quite a bit.
Seagrams. Uh-oh. This had alcohol in it. This might burn interesting.
Well, so did the Stella.
Well, the beer's not what I need. This had hard alcohol in it. Ooh. Well, the VA didn't want to go.
Nope,
Still doesn't
not gonna do it.
It anodized the can before it went in.
That's cool. Means that there's probably not much metal actually in that can, to be fair. flash fire.
There's only you only get so much aluminum out of a can, to be honest.
That's true.
It takes about 80 cans or so to make an ingot.
Single muffin. Yeah, that muffin pan down there is what we use.
It has seen better days.
It's what we use for ingot casting, though.
Yeah, they work fine.
It works.
This should be full enough.
It's about 2/3 of the way up.
Now we'll put that on the ground.
What'd you put on the ground?
Hot aluminum. Alright, I'm gonna turn it up, get it real freaking hot, and then
Try to cast.
prep the other thing to cast, yeah. So aluminum, interestingly enough, burns red. The metal itself is considered a red metal. Instead of it being like some metals will burn blue, cobalt, some metals will burn
Purple.
gray, iron. But when you pour it in its liquid state, it is red. I'd be lying if I wasn't nervous about this. I really want it to burn.
Nervous boy. It'll go okay. No, not cobalts burn red. I was saying some metals burn cobalt, like blue. Although I'm sure, well, I mean, I'm sure at a certain point cobalts would be red, but I mean, after a while, it would just be black. Right. Fingers crossed that this
These are
works.
stickier than I want them to be.
Careful, honey.
Did not make it better.
To be fair, I wouldn't imagine that it would. Need to just paint some, what is it, Flex Seal on them? Like, electrical tape could probably work okay.
So the reason I'm doing this is to get all the moisture out. If
Yep,
there's
got
any
it.
moisture, it will explode.
Yep.
I've had
It's like
it happen.
seasoning cast iron. Just gotta get it real hot to burn off whatever latent moisture was in the atmosphere around it, or whatever's sat in it since it's been outside. So otherwise, it reacts with the moisture at the bottom of the pan, and yeah, as he said, it can explode. And we don't want that, especially with molten metal.
Preferably no explosions.
If at all possible. He's also wearing gloves because it's very hot. It's now up to what, 2,300, you think?
Should be about 23, yeah.
2,300 degrees Fahrenheit, which for our European fellows, F to C. Oh wow, we can hear all of a sudden. It's about 1260 Celsius. High temp. And that's why it's glowing white. Yeah, I know, right? It's like you had a... just hit a mute button and it kind of feels like you're deaf for a second. Talking about the sudden clear hearing on their end. Oh my god, you can hear the BGM again. That's crazy. Plingus says, forbidden soup. Very forbidden. You should not drink that, it's too hot.
Yeah, don't drink that.
You could try, but it would turn you into soup. Okay, well that's good to know. So when you're doing your forging stream for the future, people can't hear the BGM when you are actively smelting. Well, when it cools down, it just becomes metal again. So, I mean, you could probably chew on it. It wouldn't feel great, but you could. Yeah, it's interesting to watch how the color of the pot itself changes as it cools down. You got this, honey. Just gotta be patient. Try not to burn your casting box. You think it sucked down into it, or you think it got caught again? We'll have to wait and find out. Muffins. Gotta remelt it now, since it started to cool off too much.
No, that's it.
Okay, cool. Bunk.
Warm.
Hey, the hinge isn't red anymore. That's good. Yeah, right, it's got an interesting sound to it.
I don't know if you can see the muffin tin, but they're still wet and jiggly. When they stop being jiggly, they go in that water pot over there. Like this one is still also jiggly. It didn't come out of the vent hole, which makes me think it didn't work.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looked like it kind of just pooled up at the top. I wonder if you have to heat the green sand.
No?
Because maybe it's just too cool of a shock and it stops it from working.
Normally these dry quicker.
Is it warm out today?
No?
Oh. Maybe you got it heated up too high.
It's still wet.
Well, while we wait for these to dry? Harden. That's the term. They're not wet. But, while we wait, I'm going to BRB real quick. Take some medicine.
That one's starting to solidify. Actually, can I switch that off? Sure can. ingot. Little rough from the bottom of the pan being rusty, but here you go. Oh, it almost did it. Oh, yowzers, that's hot. Well, here's the original. Alright. Here's the duplicate. It's not perfect, but it got pretty close. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. it did cut off the back of the U, unfortunately. I think I needed to add a few more vents, but Malibu is the name of the car that I'm making this emblem for. Not a Malibu, but a Malibu. It's a Chevelle. But what's dope is it actually worked. I can't believe it worked at all, to be honest. That's actually usable. How do I... Where did I... There. Will these get better? Sure. Am I just gonna put this one on? Yeah. I can clean it up and chrome it. The other one's broken, so I might have to do a second one. But for now, I think that came out pretty nice. I'm thinking I need to make a vent hole at the bottom of the M and at the bottom of the loop for the U. And that would make a little bit, or maybe add a second sprue, the pour spout. If I put another pour spout on this end to fill in the rest, that might actually work. Huh. The back looks trash, but the front looks pretty good. It didn't fill there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited that this worked. I'm incredibly excited that this worked, because that means that I can actually reproduce parts. How hot are these? If I could get it off the piece without breaking it, then I'd be in the shmoney. How do I... There we go. Malibu. Yeah, ironically, it weighs actually a little bit less than the original. But as a comparison, you can see what's missing. It's not bad. I'm curious to see if it fits on the car. Because I had to recreate the sprues on it. I am just going to use this as is. I don't care if it's slightly defective. If I can remake them in the future, then I will. But this worked out plenty fine. It's definitely readable. And when you're driving by a car on the freeway, do you really look at the logos on it that closely? You get the idea of what it is. That's solid. Anyway, who wants to see what the muffins look like? They should be ready. Okay. That's just scrap. Little molten muffins. Not so edible. And then that's scrap for next time. All right. I can't believe that worked. I can't help but look at this thing. I'm just really excited that this worked, because granted, I can buy these. These are replaceable. I have a car where they're not replaceable and all of the pieces exploded on it. I wonder if I can get a good picture of it. I could try. We'll see. We'll see how this works out. Hopefully this does not provide any motion sickness, but let's do this. I don't know if it's gonna show it. I hope it does. But that station wagon is a it's a Nash Rambler cross country. That does not have replacement parts. You can't find them. They don't exist. Company went out of business in the 60s and then changed over to a different car company called AMC. And then they went out of business in the 80s. So there are no replacement parts. No, not really. It's a fucking mess back here. But yeah, man, this worked out really cool. I don't even have to clean it up, too. It's like it's already shiny. I could polish it to mirror, but I don't need to. I'm really antsy. I'm waiting for Farley to get back, but I'm really antsy because I want to go see if it fits on the car. not quite as long as it needed to be. No looking at it. But good enough. Yes, Nashu, you may have the 12 gold. You dealt with that fast. In fact, you can have 15 gold. Now what? No, I mean, I can melt more cans. But, you may have 1 gold. Man. I'm sorry. I'm excited that this worked. I'm like really, this is awesome. Came out way better than expected. And it's a better material than the original. It's not pot metal, so it won't rust. Okay, so in the future, second sprue hole here to pour, a third one here, and we just pour all 3 until it fills, and that should make a perfect cast. I think. I really don't know. And I may put the sprue for this one right here and kind of cut to both of these two, because this didn't go up all the way. This only went to here, and it needs to fill. But progress. Oh, it even kind of caught the detail on the backfill. That's weird.
Hello, I have returned.
That's
OMG,
good. My
Migu's
phone
here.
legitimately just died.
Shoot. Looks like I came back just at the nick of time.
Good. Now you can keep them company while I go see if this fits.
Migu. Oh, good. It turned out pretty okay.
Yeah. They cut
The
off
M
a little
needed
bit.
a bit of work, but
The M, the B, and the U kind of cut off, but
it's a lot better than the past ones that we've done.
yeah, this one actually turned out, and it's got all the sprues.
And I mean, you could always just add on the pieces of thing that are missing.
It's actually a lot more strong too. Like this feels like I could break it, this doesn't. So, keep the masses company. I'm gonna go see if this fits.
Aye, aye.
And I currently cannot see stream chat at all anymore because it died.
What about your little laptop? I told you to use that.
It's not. It's plugged in and charging, but it's not got enough juice to turn on right now.
Ah,
Yeah.
I see.
Next time though, and I do plan on doing this again because I want to see if I can duplicate this better. This came out fantastic, but I want to see if I can do maybe extra portholes and it'll work a little better. But yeah, be right back.
How well. Migu. Howl. Ah, I'm making cereal. Good bedtime snack, I suppose. Since it's so late for you. I went and had some leftovers, some spicy chicken and some noodles. You can call him... you can call him Levy, or Drags,
Okay.
or
I have good and I have bad
Dragford.
news.
All appropriate.
The good news
Hello, Focal.
is it kind of fits. The bad news is this one sprue is too thick.
Oh, no. Can you whittle it down?
Uh-oh.
What? Uh-oh. Hello?
There we go. I had to reset my headphones. They
Technical
shut off for some
difficulties.
reason. Are we back?
Okay, good. You can hear, though?
I can hear.
Okay, good.
So this one is too big.
Your screw is too big?
But I think if once I thread these, it should kind of cut it down a little bit. Matter of fact, let me go get some thread tabs and see if I can fix that.
Okay.
I don't know if the camera can even... I can try and... That should put it in my lap.
Yeah.
Let's do... It'd help if I could read these. Uh... 6/32? 6/32 looks pretty good. Alternatively, I could do an M3 or a 4.
Mm.
What does everyone think? Should I go metric or should I go American?
Well, what kind of nuts go on the back?
Currently none. They broke, so I have to replace them anyway.
Got you. Which ones are easier to come by for you?
Both the same.
Metric or...
Everyone says metric?
Well, I'm asking. I don't know. Uh, you could probably go. Well, what wrenches do you have?
It's gonna be the same either way.
Okay, you can probably go metric.
Oh my god, I've never actually been able to thread by hand like that. Wow.
Well, yeah, it's aluminum. Soft metal. Normally, the things you do threads on are firmer metal, like steel.
I'm trying to be very gentle. Because if I snap this, I've ruined everything. Then we'll have to do it again. Hey.
Come to the realization that you never actually introduced your character or what you'd like to be called, so I said that they could call you Levy, Drags, or Dragford.
Everyone's calling me Kobold.
Yeah, that's true.
But, yeah, that's true. My character's name is Drags or Dragford, so...
If you want to be cutesy, you can call him Draggy.
Eh. Or Kobold. Kobold works too.
Yep.
That's what my character is.
I see you paid the masses for their hard work.
That tweaked a little bit.
What kind of cereal have you acquired, Aster? And no worries, Nashu. He hasn't put his name of his character anywhere, so it makes sense that nobody knew. He is still learning. Cornflakes. It's funny. I like your character sheet you made for yourself, Nashu. They now have plus 12 gold because you paid them.
Plus 15. They did it
Plus
fast.
15? Oh. I see. Excellent. Moving on.
By the way, this is incredibly nerve-wracking, just so you know. Because if I put too much pressure, it will snap it.
Not at all.
And All of this will be for naught. Okay. That came out pretty well, I think.
Now to figure out if it'll fit with the new threading.
It's true. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to have to thread these as well because these snapped. Let's see.
Potentially. Now I'm wondering, would you be able to weld something onto the old one to extend the little thingamagoos?
Maybe?
The pegs that snapped, I mean.
I'm hoping that there's just enough there that I can just thread over it. So far, it's working. I don't know that that's enough. I'm hoping.
Get some 4043s for $15, Neshu says. 4043. Aluminum. Oh, brazing alloy. Got it.
I could use brazing. Well, the problem with brazing is it will work fine were this not a piece of pot metal. It's really hard to weld pot metal. I think that might just be long enough to put like a very thin nut on the back. This one might be a little too small, but I think these two might be okay, and this one might be okay. So, and what I could do is I could do like a back threaded nut, which kind of goes towards the hole like a little bit. They're shaped kind of like a cup where it'll thread inward, but I don't know if that'll work. But now that I've threaded this, let me see if that brought down the size enough to make it work. If not, I might have to thread this one further, which is concerning on its own. I chose the M4, right? Yes, I did. Maybe just a teensy bit more, if it'll let me.
Turn down the voltage, don't let it sit too long in one spot. That's what Neshu says.
What happened?
Run it on AC, not DC.
See, I'm a terrible welder, so...
Yeah, but you won't get better if you don't try.
Oh no, I know. I have to.
You definitely have. There's a lot of stuff that we need to weld.
I have a lot of welding I need to do. That whole car we could do on stream.
Yeah, that's true. You could do the Nash.
Because the Nash is in the backyard.
It is a, what is it, a 58?
58.
68? 58. 1958.
Okay.
Rambler.
Let's see, can I get that
Cross
one a little bit
country.
more without destroying it?
We have a 1958 Nash Rambler cross country that we have in the backyard. That
I
essentially.
got it from a hoarder for $1.
Yep. We bought it for $1, Bob. And we need to weld pretty much the whole frame.
There is no frame, there is no floor. The roof is kind of intact. The hood is gone. But it runs and it drives and it stops.
It's true. Just needs
If you
new
don't
wheels.
mind the Fred Flintstoning, it works fine.
Nashu's asking, what type of welder do you use?
Harbor Freight. MIG welder.
MIG.
I had a much nicer MIG welder,
But we got choking.
but it got stolen. I got my house broken into.
Yeah.
And they took all of my pneumatic tools, my welder. Oh, God. Alright.
All the good stuff.
That all fell out apart. Okay. Alright, give me a moment. I want to go seek the skits. Now that I've done the tapping.
Okay.
Oh.
I hear seagulls. They're coming to steal our snacks. Oh no. Focus on this. About chat so I can read it. In case he needs it. And then I'll have this up on the side while I'm working on my art. Want that alert to go away. Why is that here? Don't need the community guidelines thing because I'm in the community.
It fits.
Let's go.
It fits quite well.
Let's go. You did it. We just need to adjust
Successfully
the shape a little.
recreated a part.
And now we just need to cast one more of them.
I'm gonna try and reuse the old one.
Okay. Yeah, if you're
But-
able to weld on the little pegs, I don't think it'll be much of an issue.
I just threaded them. I'm gonna try and use what's left of them.
Okay.
We'll see. If that fails, then, well, yeah. But yeah, I think that's it for now.
Sick.
I have sanding I have to do.
So much sanding.
And then
And
I have to go to the
unfortunately,
store
we
and buy
can't
some nuts
stream
and
that
make
part.
this fit. Yeah, unfortunately I can't stream the sanding because A, it's horribly loud, louder than this, and B,
Not trying
I'm
to
not trying
dox
to dox
yourself.
myself, yeah. As much as it would be cool to have people to hang out with, I like my privacy as well. So, at least until I have a place where I can legitimately work on cars, which, I mean, we can work on the Nash a little bit because it's in the backyard, but for the most part, front yard cars are not going to happen.
Off limits, yeah.
At least until the house is built, and then I have a garage. Anyway.
Thank you all for showing up and hanging out with us, and thanks
Yeah.
for peeping in on some IRL smelting.
Yeah. I'm sure
It
we'll be doing
actually,
this again.
it didn't burn a hole in the camera, so that's great.
Yeah. And I'm sure we'll do this again because I have many, many more. It's in one piece. Okay, I just had a heart attack. I have many, many more pieces to try and recreate. So.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. We will, I suppose, sign off here for today.
Yep.
Thank you all for showing up and showing out and supporting. And I'm glad you enjoyed it, Nashu.
Yeah.
This was fun. I wish I could stream more, but my net just doesn't have the capability.
Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
You guys have a great rest of your day as well. He's got to go run to the other room to actually shut the stream off, so I will say the goodbyes for now.